So this morning I received a message from TikTok Creator Fund saying...
So this lady over here is talking about the fact that TikTok does not monetize African creators. Basically, there is no creator fund in Africa. And she's basically asking why, even though they make so many great videos, and she also has videos that have up to 12 million views. Well, there are a few reasons for that, and here are just some. So firstly, TikTok doesn't do this because many African countries do not really have access to internet. Now, before you shoot me down, just hear me out. Unlike South Africa, other African countries have very high data costs, including South Africa. But then because of underdevelopment, a lot of people do not have access to the internet and to be able to create stuff and to stay on there and to view it. So monetization then becomes a bit senseless for them to do. The second reason is a lot of African countries have problems with foreign currency transactions, because TikTok will pay you in dollars and that will be online, as well as the outlets or the gateways to pay you. So I'm talking about things like PayPal, Stripe, and whatever else that's out there to pay a person. Lots of African countries don't have them. They're banned in many regions. I even know some regions in Asia as well. And the third reason as to why African creators are not getting monetized on TikTok could also be because TikTok is basically trying to figure out a way in which they could protect their brand and make sure that the app is safe for everyone before they start monetizing people. So what do I mean? For example, you get lots of cultures, diverse languages in Africa. I know some African countries that have up to 100 local languages. So how would they be able to keep up and monitor whether this person is sticking to the community guidelines and not harassing people online or bullying people online or doing all kinds of stuff like scams and this and that? Now, granted, they can still post on TikTok, but you are going to make your money based on other people endorsing you and getting brand deals. And in order for you to get brand deals, you have to be doing something right? As you can see, most of the English-speaking countries are the ones that are getting monetized. I'm talking about your Australia, USA, the UK, Scotland, and so forth, because they can understand everything you're saying and doing. And also, somebody came up with this reason, and I think maybe it could be right as well. It says, although TikTok is not an American company, they do know that the West, I'm talking Europe and America and Canada and so forth, have a huge influence on the world. Most of our culture comes from there, whether we like it or not, because the media is centered and focused around them. In terms of movies, music, whatever they eat in the movies are things that people are going to want to eat in real life. Whatever these hip-hop stars and singers do in their songs and talk about is what people are going to do as well. So they basically just focus on those creators more. In fact, I've realized that TikTok in other countries is much different to whatever TikTok you have in Asia or in Africa and so forth. I'm talking about basic features, you get like TikTok tools, this and that. They get so many more things, including this TikTok creator insights. This is what shows you what people are actually searching up and looking at and what kinds of videos you could make in every niche. This is not there in Asia or Africa, I'm betting. I'm not in Africa at the moment, but I'm betting that the creator insights is not there. So this is why. So before you get angry and, talk about TikTok being racist, this and that, it's not really that, to be honest with you. And also, where are all of our creative African minds? Where are our scientists and engineers and, these guys who play around with computers all day? Isn't it possible for someone to come up with an app that is somehow going to be Afrocentric or something that could basically just challenge these people? But then again, even that will also be difficult because to get a host that is African, somewhere where you're going to be hosting your website, is also quite difficult. So it's still basically going to go to maybe China or America or something like that. So what I can say is just keep on making your quality videos, including this young lady. I haven't watched her videos, but from the one that she's making now, everything looks good, sounds good. And get those endorsement deals, build up your brand and do something with it. Cheers.